Heyo! This is the Boomer Island Podcast. Welcome ashore. All right. Hey, everybody. How you doing? All right. I hope you're healthy and happy. I truly do on this fine day. Welcome. Hey, two giant events happened this past week. 55 years ago in August of 1969. Two huge events. Where were you in August of 69, boomers? I was living out my glory years as a 10-year-old on the Little League diamond. I think 10 is when I peaked. Been downhill ever since. But yeah, both these happenings involved us boomers, mostly boomers, and the events became so ingrained in pop culture that they will last forever. And these two events were polar opposites. This was during the height of the 1960s hippie culture, or the counterculture, or the revolution, or whatever you want to call it. One event was filled with peace, love, compassion, and unity. And the other event, the polar opposite, was filled with terror, insanity, destruction, and murder. Let's go back in time and imagine, if you will. It was on the nights of August 8th and 9th. Two grisly crime scenes showed us all what evil can be within humanity. And it sent a shockwave through the United States, and specifically in the city of Los Angeles, California, where there were 6 shocking murders that took place. But then, on the flip side, just one short week later, from August 15th through the 18th, there was a beautiful spectacle of love and peace, and that was demonstrated, showing us all what is good in humanity. And this event had all the makings of being a total disaster, but it ended up being a virtual love fest. So, see if any of these names ring a bell in your boomer ears, okay? How about Michael Lang, John Roberts, Joel Rosenman, and Artie Kornfeld? Anybody? Not me. Couldn't tell you who they were till I started looking this thing up. How about the names Tex Watson, Susan Atkins, Sharon Tate, and Charles Manson? Oh, I've heard of these people. How about you? Yeah, I'm not sure, but there's some fascination that humankind has with disasters and evil people, you know, the proverbial train wreck. So if you don't know any of those names, you probably at least know the name Charles Manson. Good old Charlie Manson. Maybe none of the others. But I find it interesting. It's very interesting. But stupid. But why are we so attracted to the grisly, horrific tragedies more than the loving, peaceful stories? I mean, are the loving, peaceful stories boring? Maybe horror and grotesque human behavior is more interesting than uplifting kindness. I don't know. But anyway, if you haven't figured out the two events by now, drum roll please. They were the Manson murders in LA and the Woodstock Music Festival in upstate New York. Even if you've never really delved into these happenings, I'm sure you've heard of both of them. And there's so much content about these two events, and I'll spare you the details. You can go down your own rabbit hole to paint your own picture. I want to try to paint us, you paint your own picture, I'm going to try to paint us a choice, or describe a choice. You know, most of us are all well aware there's danger out there, evil behavior in all corners of the world, and death is just whizzing by us at great speeds that we don't even know we're just missing it. And it's smart to understand that and be cautious. But I believe instead of adding fuel to the fire of evil and negativity, I want to try to bring love and understanding into my daily life and try to douse that fire. I mean, I don't have a solution here. I'm just kind of spitballing it out there like an old boomer's apt to do. Come around, kids. Let me tell you a little story. Now, we all know we're surrounded by a lot of shit and a lot of shitty people. But somehow I know I got to figure out a way to acknowledge that, still know it's there, and just try to stay out of the muck and look for the good. Or as Mr. Rogers used to say, look for the helpers. Thank you, Mr. Rogers. And I realize there are millions, if not millions, if not billions of people in the world that are, just these horrific circumstances that involve violence and evil. So we can't just magically think it away. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm one of the more fortunate souls I've been blessed, had a blessed life I'm very grateful for. If I start thinking more about and looking for the good and the positive in our world, perhaps a grassroots thoughts of kindness revolution can start. If we all do this, say it again, thoughts of kindness revolution can permeate through humanity, and love truly can conquer evil. To help you remember this, I thought thoughts of kindness revolution. I'm saying that kind of jacked up. Think of thoughts of kindness, and it's revolution. So TOKR, or TOKR for short. Thoughts of kindness revolution. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. Sure don't want to hurt no one. Thank you, Steve Miller. Give it up for Stevie. But for me, I have to remind myself to stay in this thought process daily. Keep reminding myself many times daily, because I slip. I slip a lot. Ooh, do I slip. I've fallen and I can't get up. And people just piss me off. I just take a deep breath. Just move on. It's over. It's not that big of a deal. And then, I don't know about you, but I definitely get sucked into all that garbage out there with just a touch of the magic button on the itty-bitty device. And I'm telling you, man, it's not easy for me to break this habit. I mean, I'm not trying to throw my phone away or get off the internet, but it is an electronic addiction. While I witness, the content on my phone, I see wonderful and beautiful things, but also things that make me angry, opinionated, judgmental, and sad. Sometimes I'm entertained by something that my brain shouldn't even be looking at or absorbing. So it's the old, garbage in, garbage out, good positive in, good positive out. So I'm saying, here's the choice. Do you want to act like Woodstock, or do you want to act like Manson? Now, obviously, we aren't going to be polar opposites. You don't go one way or the other. There's good and bad in all of us. Each and every one of us. We're all imperfect and we all make mistakes. I'm just saying I'm going to try really hard to be better and good and kinder. Keep pushing that end of it. The shit's going to come. But in my experience, it seems like we've all become kind of a culture, at least here in the United States where I'm at, of detached people. When there's a chance to help, and I'm not talking about being a big hero if there's a gunfight going on, but just be more thoughtful and helpful and involved with one another. People just don't want to seem to get involved. Maybe it's because there's so many lawsuits they're afraid of. Everybody's so sue happy, you just don't even want to touch anything around you. Or maybe we just shrug it off by rationalizing, hey, it's not my problem. But whatever we're doing, it ain't working. Don't you feel it? I feel it out there. We just aren't helping each other enough. I mean, maybe you're in a better situation than I see. I mean, I don't see a lot of angry people just beating each other over the head, but I see a lot of opportunities. Now that I'm actively noticing looking for it, that I can be a service of people doing little things. Any little thing helps. I want to try to do something, say something, just be kind. And I notice when I look, I find it. It's the Thoughts of Kindness Revolution. TOKR. Here's my goal. I'm going to go out there and smile away, baby. Smile away, yeah, smile away. I'm going to give people the peace sign if I get a chance and continue to do it even if people don't smile back. And I'm going to try not to be judgmental, and that's hard for me sometimes because I'll smile at somebody, I see they see me, and you get like nothing. So I get kind of angry. I'll mumble some obscenity under my breath. But why? I don't know their situation. I don't know these people. So I'm going to try not to judge them and just keep on smiling, keep on flashing that peace sign. And instead of complaining and pointing out a problem, I'm also going to try to be part of the solution instead of just bitching about it. Especially with our polarizing political system we got now. I hear a lot of bitching. And everybody says, I'm going to do this and that. What are you doing? So that's a hard one. I get it. But the thoughts of kindness, the TOKR, will turn into positive actions. Be a TOKR. And like Billy Joel sang, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. And I'm pretty sure that'll be the case as long as we humans roam planet Earth. But I can't think of a reason why we can't be kinder. So remember, there is a Thoughts of Kindness revolution out there. The TOKRs are out there. Get on board. Alrighty, you with me? Saddle up. These are just my opinions, and what do you think? All right, enough of that. Enough of gibbering and jabbering here on the island. I got to get out and take a bike ride along the boardwalk. So our song of the day is Love Train by the OJs. People will join hands. I don't know why I'm singing. I'm not even a singer. But, I just feel this new positivity being a TOKR coming out of me. All right, then. Till next time, peace and love. See ya.